Hey, how's it going, guys? This is SD60M9250 coming to you with another video. I know a lot of folks have seen my rant about this, but I actually detailed it up, bought decals, put them on there, painted, etc. Just trying to get this thing in what my mind would be presentable. I know there's still some flaws, y'all can see them, because painting sucks, and I always use the old-fashioned way of the brush. But I got a response from Spring Creek Model Trains, and it kind of surprised me because it was out of the blue, because I made the order on November 5th. It took 2 days to get here, made the video, and I got the email yesterday from Jeff, and I guess he either saw the video or somebody told him about it, but he sent me an email saying, we have just discovered that the custom BN GP30 you purchased from us on November 5th may not have been a complete locomotive. We looked in the other boxes and found that some are missing parts and the detail parts were not painted. Please let me know if you have any issues with the one we sent you. I don't want you to be unhappy with your purchase, and I respect that, I appreciate that, and thank you. I'm not the type of person to send a locomotive back or stuff like that back. I either just suck it up and deal with it, or just try to do something, because I just don't have time to, get return labels, this, that, whatever. I just don't have time. My job has been slaughtering me since, the pandemic started. And we're so short of people, there's just no time to really do anything. And here lately, I've been working at, my local hobby shop, volunteering. I like that. That's great. But I know I just got off tangent there, but let me get back to it. Okay, I spent about $60 for, new decals, paint, supplies. When I say supplies, I mean like microsol, microset, stuff like that, because I bought 2 different colors of paint. One is the True Color paint, if y'all can see that. And it was too dark. Way too dark. And I guess that green, the shade of green that was used on the model was like Floquil, or however you say it. But I found, to me, a paint that was close enough, to match that shade of green to where it wouldn't be so off. So I did what I could to make this thing look like it's supposed to. Granted, I got another email today, because today was when I actually emailed them back. I got the email yesterday, didn't have time, was exhausted when I got off of work, and I emailed them today and basically told them, it's like, everything that you told me is, what's wrong with this model. And I told them that, I parted out an older, well, I ain't gonna say older, I don't even know how old this thing is, a lifelike Proto 2000 GP30 because it already had cosmetic damage. Like somebody had dropped it. I bought it at the hobby shop for like $20 because of the cosmetic damage. But I took parts off it, like the dynamic brake fan. I'm not going to say hatch this time. And I took some of the handrails from it. Some of them I actually had to paint. Like, you know, the front ones I had to paint. Because this is like a different body style. Because if y'all remember the older being Proto 2000. Let's see if I can get this in there. It's built in a different way. Aside from that, you know, bottom headlight and whatever. But I told him what I spent on the supplies to finish the locomotive. And Jeff said, you know, we'll either give you $60 in store credit or, you know, refund you $60. I was like, you know, just give it to me in store credit. Because, I mean, it's different buying what you think you're going to get as a custom painted model compared to something you're getting from the manufacturer. You already know, coming from the manufacturer, it's going to be okay. There might be some flaws in everything, but they're minor flaws. I mean, I've had engines come to me brand new in the box with the motors locked. And instead of sending it back, I just, replace the motors. I just don't have time. But I appreciate Jeff and everybody at Spring Creek Model Trains for, reaching out to me. I don't know who sent them the video, or if they just seen it on their own accord, or somebody told them, whatever. But I appreciate them coming to me, because that's what they did. They came to me. I was just gonna suck it up and just be like, hey, I'll finish it. One way or another, I'm gonna finish it. I mean, there's still things to do to it. I need a plow. I still need to do a little painting and all that other stuff, but right now it's complete to me. It looks way better than it did when I got it. I know things are going up and down a little bit. It's my shaky hands, but I appreciate them reaching out to me. Not just reaching out to me, but, they discovered that the rest of these that they're selling are wrong. And the crazy part about this whole thing was, on Facebook, HO Scale Model Railroaders, I had people coming after me left and right. Bitches and whatever I was being called. But I wasn't in the wrong at all. I mean, yeah. You should call them and get a refund, and it's not even about that. If I'm buying it, somebody else might buy it too. I don't want to put a bad reputation on any hobby shop. But like I said, show what you're selling. put a description on what you're selling. That's all I'm asking. I mean, if you give me another shell of this thing, I'd do it all over again, because now I got a frame of a GP30 that I have no shell for. So when I say I cannibalize that other one, I cannibalize it all the way down to the frame. So people are just weird. People suck in some ways. Because in the group, I literally had some dude, try to tag somebody else or like join in the fun of roasting me, and I left the group. Model railroading is about model railroading. Everybody makes rants. I've seen model railroad rants on YouTube. Nothing new. Shit happens. But don't just try to degrade somebody over some, shit like this. Because if you watch my rant video and the way the locomotive looked then compared to now, even though it's not perfect, it's way better and way more to the prototype than it was before. That's all I'm saying. But I appreciate you, Spring Creek Model Trains. I appreciate you, Jeff. That was awesome. Really was awesome for you to do that and reach out to me like you did. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to come out with a layout update real soon for you guys, because a lot has changed. I know I use the same background every time, but there's more to look at. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Thanksgiving's coming up. Social distance. You got to do it. Nobody wants the Rona. But until then, I'll see y'all next time. Bye.